Hello, welcome to this class. This is Mr. Martins. So today we are going to look at counting and writing of numbers from 1 to 1000. It's not as if we are going to start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 1000 in this class because it will make the video lesson to be so long. But I'm going to break down numbers in groups. We have the unit numbers, we have the foundational numbers, and we have the ending numbers, which, when put together, now forms the last group of numbers, which will be called the compound numbers. Now, having said that, when we talk about counting and writing of numbers, let's take for example the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we keep counting up to 1000. Now, looking at these numbers from 1 to 9 are called the unit numbers. From 1 to 9 are called the unit numbers. Unit numbers are those numbers that stand on their own. They stand on their own. Sorry. All right. There are the numbers that stand on their own. Now let's break it down. Unit numbers. We break it down. Unit numbers. Figures, words. Remember I said that the unit numbers includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10 is not there. Okay? So 1, O-N-E, 2, T-W-O, 3, T-H-R-E-E, 4, F-O-U-R, 5, F-I-V-E, 6, S-I-X, 7, S-E-V-E-N, 8, E-I-G-H-T, and 9, which is N-I-N-E. These are the unit numbers. They go from 1 to 9. These are the unit numbers from 1 to 9, and they are spelled as these. So you study the numbers and study their spellings. The next type of numbers I said we will be looking at is the foundational numbers. The what? Foundational numbers. Now let's look at them immediately. So we have figures, words. So, like I said, the foundational numbers includes both the unit numbers up to 20. Both the unit numbers up to 20. So I'll be adding 0 as a foundational number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me continue here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. These are the foundational numbers. They are the foundational numbers. We call them foundational numbers because there is no repetition. They are like the basic. There's no repetition when counting from 1 to 20. If I ask you to count from 1 to 20, will you repeat any number? No, you won't. So that's why we call them foundational numbers. Then the next type of numbers is what we call the ending numbers. Now, ending numbers are numbers at that that we experience a change in counting whenever we get to their positions. Ending numbers are numbers we experience a change in counting whenever we get to their position. There's always a change and there's a repetition of the unit numbers. Okay? Now let's write the ending numbers. The ending numbers. Figures, words. Figures and words. Now, these ending numbers are segmented, meaning that they are divided in parts. Now, there are ending numbers for tens numbers, there are ending numbers for hundreds numbers, there are ending numbers for thousand numbers. In tens numbers, the ending numbers involves 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. While the ending numbers for hundreds involves 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, and 900. In thousands, the ending numbers involves 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, and it continues. But we won't get to 10,000 because 10,000 is another level of the place value system. But for now, we are stopping at thousands place value system, meaning that we are going to be handling 4-digit numbers. Okay? So let's look at the ending numbers in tens, in hundreds, and in thousands. Ending numbers in tens now includes 20, which is spelled as this. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So these are the ending numbers in tens. Now the ending numbers in hundreds now we start with 100. So let me write it here. So I now have 100, which is 100. I have 200, which is 200. We have 300, which is 300. 400. We now have 400. Isolate. 500. We have 500. 600. We have 600. 700. We have 700. 800. We have 800. Have 800. We have 900. 900. So these are the ending numbers in hundreds. These are the what? Ending numbers in hundreds. Why the ending numbers in thousand and includes 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So I'm just going to add the 1,000 here. Then we have 1,000, which is spelled as this. Alright, so these are the ending numbers. As I said earlier, I said that we have the fourth group of numbers which we call the compound numbers. And I said that the compound number is made up of a unit number, a foundational number, or an ending number. So let's talk about the compound numbers. Excuse me. Compound numbers. Now let's look at figures and words. Figures and words. So let's take an example of 25. Now 25 is a compound number. Why? Because it's made up of an ending number 20 and a unit number 5. So 25 is a compound number. So we spell TWENTYFIVE, 25. Now let's say here I have 87. This is another compound number made up of 80 and ending number 7, a unit number. So spelled as 87. Now let's have here 104. See that this is an ending number. It is a compound number made up of 100 ending number 4, a unit number. So this is 104. let's say here we have 214. 214 is a compound number made up of 200, an ending number, 14, a foundational number. So this is spelled 214. And let's say I have here 349. This is another compound number made up of 300, an ending number, 40, an ending number, 9, a unit number. So this is spelled 314. Okay, so lastly, let's say I have here 1,434. Let's say I have 1,434. You see that 1,434 is a compound number made up of 1,430 and 4. Okay? So this is spelled as 1,000, comma, 400 and 34. So these are the compound numbers. Today, it's a very simple work. Numbers. You're counting numbers. Dude, I know you already know how to count. I know you can count from 1 to 1,000, but I would love you to practice more, because the more you practice, the better you know them and the easier they become. Okay? So the work you will do for me is get a notebook, a very big one, write out the notes as you see them on the board, then study the numbers and their spellings. Because in our life class, I will be giving you numbers which will be spelled for me. You will give me their spellings in words. Okay? Then we also send a worksheet for you that you will look at, which will help you in counting. It will help you what? In counting. Is that okay? Alright. So do your work, and have so much questions from Mr. Martins. Come Saturday, which will be our live class. Alright? So see you by Saturday. Bye.